Audio testing 1 2 3. Audio testing 1 2 3. Audio testing 1 2 3. Audio testing 1 2. Wonderful sound. Okay. I want to do a bit of a different thing today. I just call it meditation or whatever it is. It's too much noise in the head, and when it goes unprocessed, I think bad things happen. Brain goes at frantic speeds, and it's reflected throughout, like demeanor, rate of speech, stumbling on words, and it can be controlled, I suppose. I had a horrible headache, yesterday, and it was undoubtedly because I decided to splurge on a bit of alcohol. And when people say a bit, it means a lot. I had leftover cans in the fridge. Zero sugar, didn't want to drink it, but eventually thought, well, what the fuck, just try it. It's not bad. Kirin, Ichiban Shibori, no sugar. Pretty good stuff, actually. As long as it doesn't have like artificial sugars like aspartame or those kind of chemical ones, I'm down with it. It's fine. And it doesn't. It has other sugars, like they list it as other sugars, but not. They're still sugars, not like fake sugars. It's so complicated these days, isn't it? There's a lot of sugars. Not sugar is sucrose, fructose, lactose, maltose. There's a shit ton of them. You gotta one by one. You look at good, bad, where they come from. Now it makes sense. Why does beer taste so good? It's got sugar in it. Don't kid yourself. Maltose. It's a sugar. It being better or worse than sucrose or fructose or fructose or whatever is just a matter of debate. It's still sugar, right? But anyway, massive headache, along with copious amounts of caffeine to keep myself going. And I keep telling people, caffeine is not energy. Energy is food. Energy is sugar. That's energy. That's why powdered flour will explode if ignited. There's no energy in coffee. It's just an accelerant. Meaning it takes whatever energy you have in your body and mind and accelerates it to... But you have to pay for it, right? Nothing in this world is ever free. If you get accelerated energy, you will pay for it later. Somehow, one way or another. I think I've always felt deep in my heart that I have to stop drinking this stuff, this coffee. It's okay for occasional uses when you have to stay awake. But if you don't have to drink it, you might be better off not drinking it. And one goal I want to do now is I want to detox from that shit. I just can't stand it anymore. It's just a pain in the ass now, too. If we are truly meant to be living in a village, what's missing is basically, I think, someone close, really, and just a feeling that someone will be there for you, I guess. Just call it marriage, huh? The thing is, though, it's like, I don't think men ever lose a desire to be with someone younger. They never do. It's just, we all have to face that. Even men, less so than women, but still very much so, is that they lose their appeal as they get older. I have to face it, right? Women also look for healthy men. They look for muscular, young-looking, vibrant young men. There are cougars out there, I don't deny this. The thing is that we're somehow biologically wired to seek out safety, comfort, and assurances of safety, right? Assurances of safety for offspring, for ourselves, nesting, survival instincts, really, you call it, right? Survival instincts are about the strongest. They're so strong, survival instincts. And natural selection, those that did not possess these instincts have died out long ago, right? Those who claw on and fight on like this, they survive. And, man, I think because of the way humans reproduce, they just never stop wanting a fertile woman at their side at all times, right? It doesn't make any sense otherwise. Like, staying with the same partner is an honorable thing, I will say that. But it's also a concession. It's giving up your animal desires for stability. It is a sacrifice. Make no doubt about that. Make no mistake about that. And people who have extremely vast resources. When I say extremely vast, I mean beyond most people's comprehensions. Like, they have assets spanning. It's not just not worrying about money. They are more concerned about, with the money they have, how can they alter the world kind of levels. These people will have dozens of wives, of women. And women want to be with them because it takes two to tango, right? Unless they've all been forced against their will. So, believe. This is why appealing to the nice guy side is never going to work. Displays of strength, independence, ability to survive, excess health. Oh, why did it stop? For Christ's sakes. Are you joking? Way to ruin the fucking mood. Did they stop? They stopped. Let's go back then. Easy solution. People have excess health, they have excess capacity to not only take care of themselves but take care of someone else. It is very attractive. You feel like these people could save you or help you because they have excess ability or they're self-sacrificial. Just everyone just wants to be relieved of this mortal coil in which everyone seems to be dragged slowly into the void or the extinction or death, and we try our best to stay out of it and, if possible, thrive. You cannot thrive without excess resources. You cannot. You know, when you have excess resources, sometimes the problem is you don't know what to do with it. But it's a good feeling. And I want to get back there. You know. I always admire people who butt heads with the reality. Everyone has to do that on some level. But whether it's under the umbrella of a large corporation or getting out there on your own, like you're the top of the company, or you're an independent business. I used to resent these people. Why do they get paid so much? They're not the people doing their hard work. They're not the people. It's not about that. It's because people are too cowardly to face reality. And that's the only reason why. When you have to deal with customers directly, when you have to deal with the fickleness of consumer desires, it's exhausting. There's no mercy there. There's no, oh, mommy, but I did a good job. There's no more excuses. It's just what it is. If people are gonna be, let's say, clicking on tits, cleavage, you just roll with it. You don't pass moral judgments and say, well, that shouldn't be that way. It's only people who live under the blanket of securities provided by others that have the luxury of making such judgments. Those who have to face the music, so to speak. I think they roll with it. If that's what sells and feeds the family, they'll just roll with it. And I suppose you can, but the next level up would be you have so much excess money, you can now afford to be tasteful about these things. That would be so that's why I always go with their own theory. There is no nobility in being poor, as they said in Wolf of Wall Street. I think that's to be true. Who sold us on this? Disney, Robin Hood. There is no nobility in being poor. There are just as many scumbags who are poor. Maybe there's more, ratio-wise. I don't even know, honestly. But I know one thing: I do not entertain the ideas of people who have no resources and just want to pass opinions they don't know because they've never tasted that kind of power. And everyone has grand delusions about who they think they would be if given such power. But like I said, man, the moment you get a $2 million check, you just watch as people's true colors emerge, and it can shock you sometimes, really. You know how there's this moment where I think this was in a documentary about the Lakers. All the siblings of Jeannie Buss were surprised when he started dating Phil Jackson. She, not he, she. And it's like, no way, that's him, right? Not Wayne Gretzky, not some other super athlete, but Phil Jackson, huh? She's polishing his fucking knob. No kidding, that old man's dick, she's sucking it all the time, right? Like, come on. Well, who knows if they even had that kind of sex? I don't even know, but look, that surprise Pikachu face, you and all your best friends, if you have no money and get rich one day, will be surprised what kind of people they turn out to be. The appearance of a good character, simply by lack of the ability to commit evil, is not a virtue. It's a sign of potential virtue. But we all know the term virtue signaling, so the only way you ever find out is if you remove all the limitations and watch them and observe. That's it. And judging by how people behave behind closed doors, behind a screen, I think most people are horrible scumbags, honestly. It's the truth. Men want to screw as many beautiful women as they could. If only they could eliminate. What was the way that cats work? A man goes to another male lion goes to another male lion's family if he is strong enough to murder that male lion and all of the offspring. I mean, it's fucking kid murder, little kitty murder. He will chew up and destroy the entire family. The female immediately goes into heat. Fact check this. I read that on some fucking scientific. I think it was a Wikipedia page about lions, honestly, or I think it was lions. You're telling me the woman wants to have sex with the male who was stronger and killed both her partner and her children? Well, hell yeah. Now you got even better genetics in play, right? Start over. I'm no doubt in my mind that she's just no animals, right? They just follow their God-given nature, their God-given instincts given by nature. And it's fascinating because it shouldn't be that way. At least not according to what we're taught in the argument. Well, we're not animals. True. So what? I mean, we evolved from them, I believe. I believe that. Not provable, right? But surely the case. just saying that the constructs we have in modern society, the things we say that look like good people, are really a crock of BS, honestly. And I think people want to know how it really fucking works, right? Right? I mean, look at people's porn viewing histories. Look at the size of the porn industry. It's unfulfilled sexual desires. Do you think someone like, what's his face again? The Genghis Khan, who screwed like half of fucking China? I don't even know the history of it, okay? He fucked a lot of women because he could. Because he was that strong. And all these women were willing. It's how the world works. These are humans, right? Am I crazy here? Are these like are these monkeys? Or were they actually humans? Were they actually they were Homo sapiens, right? How has it changed today? It hasn't changed at all, I think. Anyway, I suppose. Yeah, it acts as a counterbalance to these desires. But I think living a life in which we try to live with the... I feel like the word is aphorisms, but I think that's not even the right word here. Not sure. False beliefs? Dangerous. It's better to have an accurate model, because having an accurate model about how people actually work will allow you to gain an advantage, I think, by putting pieces into motion and, stand this cover over my microphone. It's driving me nuts, actually. Is there a way to remove it? There it is. It's like almost. It's actually getting. Yeah, it's like almost like degrading. I'm gonna just rip it off. I don't like it. The pop filter. A nice, cleaner, more direct sound without it, I think. Yeah, I think that's better. It's supposed to be a pop filter, but I like to just not pop the microphone, honestly. It's interesting. You can see with it off. You can see you can very easily see for the Shure SM58, very popular mic. You can see where the audio is received, the actual microphone. A lot of it is just empty space. Looks like a very good device, actually. Alright, Cunning. Come on, perfect microphone. It's getting a lot of like allergic reaction to all the dust and shit inside that pop filter. It's 5:45. Slept at 9 o'clock yesterday because I had a horrific headache. Could not find any medicine. It's going away. You know, even horses, they can tell if you're hyperactive like high frequency energy, and they will not like you for that. They like calm human beings that have a calm demeanor. And you spot them everywhere. And you know, when you listen to great actors on the screen, one characteristic I thought was really common is that they have a very controlled energy. Like, I have a problem with this. Not just act. I mean, like everybody, like streamers, public performers. They have a very measured and very slow tempo. I won't say slow. Slow would be like I'm talking at. This is annoying. I'm talking at a measured tempo. This is when you feel rushed, and it's like, you know, people get nervous when you do that. And if you just take pauses in between it, not too intentionally, like just, it's not about manipulating the output, but simply your inner mental, I'll call it the inner mental tempo, rhythm. And I believe that, honestly, speaking like this kind of rate is just fooling yourself in a way that it's okay, you're loved. Everyone wants to hear what you want. Everyone will wait to hear what you have to say, which is going to be a given if you're famous, because you get not just a benefit of the doubt, you get people who just openly believe whatever the hell you say at that point, right? When you're rich and famous. But I mean, it's really annoying, I would say too. Yeah, it's truly annoying when people, even myself, that's one of my prime, one of the things I cannot get right is to control the energy. It's like too haphazard, too random. There's a lot of uncontrolled energy in the world, for sure. It's just controlling it and directing it to the right places is a trick, isn't it? You ever see how rough cats play with each other? They're really rough, right? And they're so rough. If you watch like two cats go at it, I mean, there's that thing where if they go way too far, then one cat will just yelp out and just. But like, that's how they learn how to play. Is that playing is about learning how far you can go before the other side goes like no stop, right? But not going any way is pretty boring too. Never playing, that is, right? That's a trick. It's like, I guess it's called edging, which means a different thing though. But within people, you do want to find that point, right? You can be so inoffensive to the point of being boring, which is offensive in its own right. Or we can go way too far and be offensive. Or you find that perfect zone. You know? Where I think that's right. I think some people have a lot higher tolerance for things that they don't even know about, and if you're able to discover it, they'll thank you for it too, you know? Like, with one example, like if you play really rough with this cat cutting, she likes it, alright? As they say, she likes it rough. You can tell, because cats will make it very clear when they're in severe distress. They'll yelp out, and it'll be uncomfortable to go through with it. But you can do pretty weird shit to the cat, and it will not complain. It might even be like in a state of like strange, like masochistic pleasure, honestly. You know, like you grab them by the neck really hard. They like it, I think, in some way. They feel protected or something. So their mothers do that to them, right? Another bites them in the back of the neck and carries them around. You can get really rough with them, and they like it. I mean, if you're really too gentle with them, they're like really bored. Sometimes I think. Depends on the trust level. This cat's so loyal, apparently. Nags a lot for sure, though. Fucking nags all the time. Shh, got it. Clean up today. I have a guest coming over tonight. And, looking forward to it.